Have you ever laid in bed, eyes closed, but your mind won't follow? The body is still, but the thoughts? They race. Memories, regrets, worries about tomorrow. The world goes quiet, but inside, it's a storm. Tonight, I want to offer you something different. A doorway into peace. 3 timeless Buddhist stories, soft, simple, yet deeply awakening, each one like a candle in the night, to guide your mind home to silence. So, if you're ready, take a breath with me. Let's begin. 1. The empty cup. The mind that thinks it knows. There was once a professor, a man of great learning, who traveled far to meet a Zen master. He said, "Master, I've studied many philosophies. I want to understand Zen. Please teach me." The master simply nodded and offered the man some tea. He began to pour, and pour, and pour. The cup overflowed. Tea spilled onto the table, onto the man's lap. "Stop!" the professor shouted. "Can't you see? The cup is full." The master smiled. "Exactly," he said. "How can I show you Zen if your cup is already full?" I want you to reflect on this. How full is your mind tonight? Full of what-ifs, to-dos, should-haves, and what comes next. Sometimes the greatest wisdom doesn't come from more knowledge. It comes from emptying, from letting go of what you think you know, of who you think you are, and simply listening. Can you soften your cup? Just for a moment? Let's breathe into that space. 2. The Monk and the Beautiful Woman. A story of carrying 2 monks were walking down a muddy road. One was old and wise, the other young and still learning. They came upon a beautiful woman standing at the edge of a stream, unable to cross. Without hesitation, the elder monk picked her up and carried her across. The woman thanked him, and they continued on. An hour passed, then 2. Finally, the young monk burst out, "Master, we monks are not supposed to touch women. Why did you carry her?" The elder monk looked at him gently. "I put her down hours ago," he said, "but you're still carrying her. Is there something you've been carrying in your mind long after the moment passed? A comment, a mistake, a regret? You see, the mind clings, it replays, it holds tight, even when the body has moved on, but real freedom is when we learn to set it down. Just like the monk, you have the choice, right now, to put down what you no longer need. You don't have to carry it into sleep. You don't have to carry it into tomorrow. Breathe in and let it go. 3. The sound of silence. Listening to the present. A student once asked the Buddha, "Master, how do I quiet the noise in my mind?" The Buddha smiled. He said nothing. Instead, he pointed to a nearby stream. "Do you hear it?" he asked. The student nodded. "Just listen," the Buddha whispered. They sat together. The sound of the water, the wind through the trees, the breath in their chests, all became one, and the student began to weep, not from sadness but from stillness. I want you to try this with me. Right now, close your eyes, unless you're driving. Listen, not with your thoughts but with your whole being. Can you hear the quiet behind the sounds? Maybe it's the hum of your room, or the beating of your own heart. That, too, is a kind of silence. In Buddhism, we call this listening with the third ear. It's not about silence around you, it's about silence within you. You don't need to force peace. Peace was always there, beneath the noise. 3 stories, 3 invitations, to empty the mind, to let go of what no longer serves, to listen deeply to the now. Each of these teachings isn't just bedtime folklore. They are medicine for a restless soul. You see, the mind is like water. When agitated, it's hard to see. But when still, it reflects everything with clarity. So tonight, as you rest your head, let the stories linger not in your thoughts, but in your breath. Let them whisper through your dreams like wind through the trees. Let go of your cup. Put down your burdens and return to the stream of silence that has always lived inside you. Because sometimes, the most spiritual thing you can do is sleep peacefully. If this brought you even a little peace, I invite you to come back tomorrow night, or share it with someone you love. May your night be filled with quiet blessings, and may your sleep be deep, like still water. Good night, and namaste.